Hi, Nicki Blake here. So, have you ever been watching YouTube videos and it's loading really slow? And so you just slow it down ever so slightly to play speed 0.75. So it still sounds mostly normal. It's just a little bit slower and it sounds a little bit calmer and they're just talking ever so slightly slower and it's not that big of a difference, and you really don't notice the difference all that much. I really messed up my brain. I've been for a couple hours been listening to I watched some of it, but mostly listening to Good Boulder Fist's Minecraft Mindcrack series, his season 6, because I fell behind a while back, and I'm still at 120, I think, and there's 200 and something episodes, so I got a while to go, and my phone wasn't keeping up with the loading, so I slowed it down, and now my brain, some of my movements are just super slow, and languid and just, it feels a little slow. And then my normal movements just feel way too fast for me. I was I was moving my blanket and I was just Then I got up and I was just got up at a normal speed and it confused me. And then sometimes I'll actually find myself talking a little bit slower and a little bit more measured, and then I'll go back to my normal talking speed, and it confuses. I'm weird. If you haven't figured this out by now. Oh, honey. You're a little slow too. So yeah, fun times, super ultra fun times. But yeah, oh my gosh. And then last night I started making a playlist for my character Nicola because one of my fellow players was making a playlist for his character in a different game, and I was like, oh, well, that's a good idea. Let's make something for Nicola. Except for, it's... the sound of the music doesn't quite fit with Nicola, but the feel of the lyrics and such, I feel, goes with how she is and how she feels about other people. Because she doesn't trust people so much because of her background and what she's experienced through her life. And she just, yeah. She lost trust in a lot of people. And then the one person who she did trust suddenly hated her. So, yeah. It seems like a very abusive relationship when you hear about that. Except for the one person that she did trust really didn't contribute, really wasn't the reason for everyone. He didn't drive her away from them. They drove her away from them because of him. Which I know is confusing. Nobleman's son. Mikhail. Mikhail is Nicola's best friend. She loved him. Yeah. She loved him, she still loves him. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Okay. How do words work? And so she had some other kind of friends amongst the commoners of her town or village or something, city, whatever, but they didn't so much like the nobleman's son. They did not like Mikhail because he was the nobleman's son. I haven't quite decided if one, Nicola knows why they don't like the nobleman so much, or two, if she realizes, or like if I don't know if I should decide why they didn't like the nobleman, or if the DM should decide. So I don't know if Nicola should know or not, really. I think it would be a good idea to let the DM decide, but yeah. I'm really, like, tossing around with my brain. What did I just say? I honestly don't know. Okay. I'm really confusing. I'm really flip-flopping with my decision here. I'm not good with decisions. Ever. When I make a decision, I plow right into it and destroy it. Like my decision to open up the door after perceiving crying through the door, even though Nicola knows that she should not trust things. She still sometimes fails me in deciding whether or not to trust things. Because she heard crying on the other side of a door, and so, without consulting the other members of the party who were all around her, she just decided to enter the room with the crying, along with the monk, and there was a banshee there, and that banshee does well, it would have, really. It didn't actually quite, because Nicholas saved her, saved on her saving throw. That succeeded on her saving throw. Wait, I'm pretty sure balance failed. I might be wrong. I feel like balance failed and then used the monk ability to, like, get rid of the fear or whatever it was. I'm not sure. But yeah. So Nicola got us into a battle with Banshee and 3 portraits that were living, technically. I guess they were constructs. I'm not sure. I'm a slow one. Nicola making the great decisions, like, letting the vampire live, and then next floor up, going into the room with the banshee. Be a miracle if the group lets her stay. Honestly, I believe. But yeah. I don't think I was planning on talking about my D&D game, but I did. I was mainly I really wanted to talk about how messed up my brain is right this second, but yeah. Okay then. Cool beans. I've been talking for 8 minutes, wow. Oh my gosh. I was telling one of my coworkers about, she has no clue about Critical Role. I was like, do you think there's a chance you'll look up Critical Role? She said, probably eventually. Well, if you start from the beginning of either campaign, you'll probably forget about this by the time you reach it, because there's hundreds of hours. And so I spoiled her to the most recent episode, because I'm a terrible person. And I don't know how she followed my description, because as you can tell, I'm not the best at telling a linear story that makes sense. It jumps around a lot and circles back to things, and it's a mess. But, yeah. After I was telling her all about I turned off the recording, because I'm smart. But, yeah, after I told her all about the stuff that was happening in the most recent episode, I forgot how to talk. Oh, yeah. I spoiled her about everything and how crazy it was, and told her how there'd be a wait of an extra week because they're taking the week off. Which, in reality, very good for Matt, because he needs to rework the campaign a little bit, considering what they just did. But she said, okay, I'm definitely watching Critical Role now. which I hope she watches the Vox Machina, but there's 100-something episodes between 3 to sometimes 6 hours in length. I think, was it 6 in campaign 1? May have just been 5 hours in campaign 1. Was there an episode with 6 hours? I could be confusing myself entirely. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm insane. But yeah. She has a daunting task ahead of her. Okay, well, I'm going to stop babbling like a psychopath. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment to ask me a question or tell me what you think. Subscribe if you feel like it. Like if you liked. Share, favorite, that stuff. I think that's a thing. Come back and watch my other videos at some point, please. Because I feel like people subscribe and then never come back. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.